Hello there, good afternoon. My name is Baba Tando and I have the latest in the world of sport. And obviously the biggest news on the sporting front today is Asante Kotoko parting ways with their head coach Lugarusic after 11 games in the Ghana Premier League season. Now Kotoko are currently on a 4-game winless streak, with the decision coming hours after their second consecutive scoreless game at home against Ebusua Dwarfs. Fans of the club have agitated ever since Lugarusic took over, questioning his 3-5-2 tactical formation, and at some point in time last week the fans prevented the Croats from training with the team. Let's get on to the phone lines now and speak to Love FM sports editor Dela Liatiasi. Hello Dela, good afternoon. Tell me, how are the fans reacting to the news of Lugarusic's sack?
Well, Baba, majority of the fans are happy with the sack of the Croatian because they feel that the team has not been performing to their satisfaction. Now, this is a team which has scored just a single goal in their last 4 matches. And out of those 4 matches, they've not won any of the matches at all. And when they won in Kumasi in previous matches against Wafa, against Bechem United, and they were all slim wins, and there were no wins that were too convincing for the fans. And so this is something that has been building up for some time now. And the majority of those I've spoken to, a majority of them who have listened to on radio callings this morning on various platforms, feel that it is time for the coach to go. And so I would say you'll get a few of them who feel that probably he should have been given a much longer period, but majority feel that it's a good decision from the management of the club.
We know from the statements, it's not an official statement on the website of the club though, but has Kotoko given any official reasons as to why Lugarusic was sacked? Because he hasn't performed badly at all.
Well, to the best of my knowledge, I have spoken to the head of the communications department of the club, Obede Champon, and he says that after yesterday's result, management met with the coach, and they all decided that, look, tension was mounting, the fans were not too happy, and so they all decided that it was time to say goodbye. Yes, Kumasi Asante Kotoko had been second on the league table, just 4 points behind Wafa. But don't forget that Ediana Stars have got 2 outstanding matches to play. One today, the next on Wednesday against Wow Stars. Now, they are the management feel that yes, they were grinding the results all right, but then they sincerely feel that the performance on the field of play has not been the best. They feel that the output is below par. And so as they win, they want to see the team play good and sweet football as well. That has been missing from the game, and so they all came to this particular conclusion. I've been told that the chief executive officer of the club, that is Dr. Kwame Che, was out of town, but he arrived back in Ghana yesterday night. He is in Accra as I speak now. He'll be coming to Kumasi later this evening. They are going to meet as management and then take a decision on the way forward on the appointment of the next coach.
Okay, so on the way forward, speaking to fans, I'm sure certain names have come up. Which names have come up so far?
Well, 2 names have dominated the discussion of who should come in. One is former coach Maxwell Konadu. We all know that he's tied up with national team activities, but I don't know how management will be able to convince him. I hear that management themselves are also looking towards that direction. Now, some of the fans are also calling for, that is Michael Osei, their former coach, who was sent back to the under-20 after Lugarusic was given the appointment. But I have heard the man in charge of legal affairs at the club, that is Dr. Lawyer Yabua, for say that left to him alone, Michael Osei might not be cut up for the job because they feel that he hasn't got that pedigree to coach the team. And so these are the 2 names that are making rounds on the lips of the fans. But I'm picking up information that management itself will be satisfied if they should get into the fold back somebody like Maxwell Konadu, sorry.
Thank you very much, Dela Liatiasi. He is sports editor of Love FM. And the news is that fans of Kotoko are actually happy about the fact that Lugarusic has been sacked after 11 games in charge. And 2 names already coming up as his likely replacement. Former assistant who became head coach Michael Osei, and former coach who won the Premier League with them back-to-back, Maxwell Konadu. They are likely to replace Coach Lugarusic. There is more on the sports page of myjoyonline.com. We're also tweeting live. The handle is JoySportsGH. On Facebook, if you find us, you can find us on the address Joy Sports. Like us and follow our updates. My personal Twitter handle is @BabaTando. You can follow me. That's your sport. Good afternoon.